These are celebration shots coming in from Bhopal. Shivraj Singh Chauhan is present there. He's come to the party headquarters in Bhopal. We're given to understand. We'll try and go across to Pallavi Ghosh in just a bit. Modi ki guarantee and ek akela sab par bhari. These are two things that are trending nationally right now. Modi ki guarantee is being pushed. In fact, there's a reaction that's come from the JDU, which has said that this India Alliance meeting on the 6th of December, he's turned around and said, Kash Khadge ji, you had called for this meeting ahead of the elections or before the elections rather than after it.
No, I have a feeling, especially the North India parties of the India Alliance, RJD, Samajwadi Party, they're going to start to flex their muscles. Absolutely.
In the piece that I wrote for TV18 yesterday, I said, more than anyone else, it will be the India Alliance partners that will be looking at this result closely. Secondly, I told you the marginalization of the Congress has begun. Many people are now beginning to wonder if the actual, I don't want to use the P word, but the actual problem lies with the Congress. Well, yeah, it's a nicer one. But fundamentally, I've just heard now 3 or 4 voices coming out of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and each one of them is stressing, almost in unison. I think there's been a briefing to put out a particular view, and that view is that the organization matters. It's the organization, the Sangathan, that actually is perhaps the primogenitor of everything. So please go out there and put that out. And that's going to create a lot of problems actually for the opposition, because it's going to again press on that merit nerve.
With each increasing round of counting, BJP is only consolidating in Chhattisgarh. 57 leads, nearly 13 to 14 rounds of counting as I have come through. So there is nothing that there is a twist in the story at all right now. I think
even in our top band now we can remove the question.
Yeah, it's a landslide. It's a landslide victory, and we can call this election 3-1 in favor of the BJP, and Telangana being taken away by the Congress party. But Madhya Pradesh running away with the mandate. Rajasthan, clear victory. Pallavi Ghosh is in the thick of all the action. Pallavi, can you hear me? What's happening there? Shivraj Singh Chauhan, we can see her. She should join us live any moment now. Our team of reporters, especially senior reporters, have been at it right since day one, getting us the pulse on ground. But somewhere there is this voter which is saying a lot of things, or who's saying a lot of things to a lot of people. But at the end of the day, what the voter is pressing at the ballot box remains a very closely guarded secret, ladies and gentlemen, and that is important. And somewhere Prime Minister Narendra Modi is right above everyone else, towering figure, and you have to hand it to him to be able to do that. Nearly 10 years in government and more than 20 years in public life, he continues to rule the roost. Internationally so, yes, but even locally, ground up from the grassroots, like we say, local to national to global. He's been able to capture the imagination of leaders. And if a prime minister of a nation can hashtag it as melody and put it out, that itself shows the kind of repute he's getting there. And here, internally, people are turning around and saying, it's Modi ki guarantee that's working. It's phenomenal. Pallavi Ghosh is live with us. Pallavi, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, did he say anything? We saw all the big guns together watching News 18 network and following the results. But is he going to be, once again, the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh?
Well, we'll have to wait and watch for a while, because you can see those pictures. I'm trying to get you those pictures. The man of the moment, actually, that's Shivraj Singh Chauhan over here. He's accompanied by his wife, Sadhana Singh, who's played a very, very important role as far as campaigning in Budni is concerned. We're going to try and get some. But एक तो सब बोल दीजिए, लाडली बहना ने जिताया आपको?
प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के प्रति जनता का
महिलाओं ने भी जिताया,
महिलाओं का भी बहुत आशीर्वाद मिला।
आप क्या कहें, महिलाओं ने जिताया? Okay, so she's in बाद में बात करेंगे, but that one word करेंगे. Okay, so the one word which he says very clearly is that the Prime Minister is the one who has ensured that the BJP. बहनों ने हमारा साथ
Phenomenal, Pallavi. We've lost the audio with you because in that entire melee, but phenomenal to get Shivraj Singh Chauhan speak exclusively to us. Modi ki guarantee and Mahila ka Samman, the Ladli Behna. Thank you very much. These two aspects, Modi and Mahila, stand out. And this Modi ki guarantee is something which sticks with the people, because the Prime Minister himself went and said, ki ye Modi ki guarantee hai. Trust me. Yes, Pallavi, quickly complete your sentence. We lost you midway through there. Your audio. Yes, go ahead, please.
So I'm just going to try and get the last word around. If you can hear me, Anand, I'm
Yes,
sure
I
you can
can.
understand the chaos over here. Man of the moment has just walked in. He's accompanied by his wife. And, you know, he said that very briefly, that interaction, giving the credit to the Prime Minister, but at the same time, giving that huge 76% voter turn.
Well, Pallavi, come back to you. We'll come back to you when it just gets a little bit saner there, ladies and gentlemen. One can understand.
I don't think it's
we've
going
been
to
there.
be a
We've
little
all been
saner
in the
there.
studio in the
It was
thick of all this
fantastic
action
work
when the
by
mic is
Pallavi.
not
Yeah.
working, range is not there, and one is pushing over the other because of the exact. Prahlad Joshi is speaking.
And now also I am telling we will have a very comfortable majority, and totally people have rejected in Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. People have totally rejected the Congress party, and especially Congress party's bogus guarantee jo hai, that has been totally rejected. And you will definitely ask what about Telangana. Telangana, since BJP's presence is not there, the anti-incumbency of Mr. KCR, who was also very, very bad governance, who was also running a very bad government, and that benefit has, I mean, it has reached the Congress party. But overall, people have rejected the Congress party.
You were saying Congress party's promises were bogus. What has gone in your favor?
One is the good administration we have promised. Bhrishtachar Mukta Rajasthan, as far as Rajasthan is concerned, because I was in charge of Rajasthan and in other states also. And Modi ji's leadership. This is what Modi ji promised in public. So that people have accepted this.
You have, because we have covered your many press conferences where you were talking about the law and order situation in Rajasthan. How can we and how can people of Rajasthan now expect a better law, law enforcement there, and also paper leak cases were also there?
Swayam Pradhan Mantri has told that paper leak mein jo bhi involved hai, they will be punished. That will happen, and no paper leak will happen further in our government. And also, as far as law and order is concerned, we will definitely take very seriously the situation of the law and order present under the Gehlot government, what is there, and we will change the situation, and people will feel better. As now in Uttar Pradesh, our people are feeling safe, same situation, same position will be there in the Rajasthan also.
Do you think not announcing the chief ministerial candidate worked for you?
That has already, results have shown that I don't react on, why should I react on that? That people have shown that under the leadership of Modi, people have voted for the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Who's going to be the chief minister?
That will be decided by our national leadership in consultation of our legislators.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So that
Please,
was...
yeah, so Prahlad Joshi ji and to the entire team that's been working very hard, congratulations. Where is due are in order. 58 leads for the BJP in Chhattisgarh. 158 in Madhya Pradesh, 108 in Rajasthan. So all these scores are really adding up. Anusha has got an update about a victory and also a trail. We have Jyotiraditya Scindia also speaking. First going to Anusha. Yes, Anusha. First victory confirmed in Rajasthan.
That's right.
And Madhya Pradesh update, yeah.
Yes, so the first victory has been declared in Rajasthan. Deepti Kiran Maheshwari from BJP from Rajsamand, she's been declared victorious. In Telangana as well, there are 3 constituencies where it has been called in favor of the Indian National Congress. And in fact, there is a very interesting update, Anand, which I have on Faggan Singh Kulasti of the BJP. Rajan ji, aap bataiye, what is the update that you're getting from the ground?
देखिए मैं आपको बता दूं अभी कि 13वें राउंड की अपने पास काउंटिंग आई थी
जी।
जिसमें फग्गन सिंह कुलस्ते करीब 3220 वोटों से पीछे चले थे जो कि कांग्रेस के प्रत्याशी। और इसमें मेन चीज़ ये है कि आप अगर हम पिछले राउंड्स की काउंटिंग के हिसाब से देखें वो कंटिन्यू पीछे चल रहे हैं, मतलब करीब 6 राउंड से वो बिल्कुल पीछे है। और अभी अपने पास बड़ा अपडेट है, ये 14वें राउंड के बाद में करीब 7500 वोटों से ये पीछे हैं फग्गन सिंह कुलस्ते।
Faggan Singh Kulaste is trailing by about 7,500 votes. That's the update which is coming in. Morena also, Anand, one quick update. Yeah. That in 2 constituencies of Morena, there's a very interesting fight between the BJP versus the BSP. And it's emerging that it's a neck-to-neck fight emerging for Narendra Singh Tomar as well.
Neck and neck fight for Narendra Singh Tomar. Big messages there. Yes, Rahul Shivshankar and Nistula. Yeah,
The knives are out. The knives are out. I'm just looking at our group. SP leader IP Singh has attacked the Congress. this, saying that this is all because of the Congress's arrogance. And also, you have now a reaction coming in from JDU. JDU says that that they did not take us along.
Yeah.
They didn't
Because
take us
KC
along.
Tyagi had said that meeting pehle bulana chahiye. You should have called us before. There, Jyotiraditya Scindia meeting Shivraj Singh Chauhan. That's the exchange happening between the two. We've got a reaction coming in from Jyotiraditya Scindia too. Let's play that out as we stay with these pictures. Yes.
कहना चाहता हूं पल्लवी जी, और मैंने सदैव कहा है, भाजपा की डबल इंजन की सरकार, केंद्र में प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी, प्रदेश में भाजपा का एक एक कार्यकर्ता, मुख्यमंत्री शिवराज सिंह जी की जन कल्याण योजनाएं, जमीन से जुड़ी हुई भारतीय जनता पार्टी, लोगों के दिल के साथ जुड़ी हुई, और आज आपके चैनल के द्वारा मध्य प्रदेश के एक एक जन जनार्दन को मैं प्रणाम करना चाहता हूं।
मध्य प्रदेश की जनता को तो प्रणाम
की गहराइयों से मैं देना चाहता हूं कि उन्होंने विकास और प्रगति का पथ चुना है, उन्होंने सत्य का पथ चुना है, और सदैव मैंने आपको कहा है कि सत्य परेशान हो सकता है लेकिन सत्य पराजित नहीं हो सकता।
कांग्रेस को कुछ तो कह दीजिए।
कांग्रेस को मैं केवल इतना ही कहना चाहता हूं कि जो लोग कद की बात करते थे उनको जवाब ग्वालियर चंबल संभाग ने दे दिया उनके कद का, और पूरे मध्य प्रदेश ने उनको जवाब दे दिया है उनके कद का।
Last time when I met you, I told you that Congress would want to take revenge from you, because I remember when I interviewed Congress leaders by Mr. Kamal Nath Digvijay saying, they said what you had done was धोखेबाजी and जनता जवाब देगी. Today anything to them?
मैं केवल इतना ही कहना चाहता हूँ, मेरे दिल में किसी के प्रति दुर्भावना नहीं है। जो मुझे गाली देते हैं, जो मेरे लिए अनेक अनप शनप शब्दों का इस्तेमाल करते हैं, जो मुझे कई शब्दों का इस्तेमाल करते हैं जो मैं अपने कभी जिंदगी में किसी के विरुद्ध नहीं करता, उन सभी को मध्य प्रदेश की जनता ने।
Mr. Rahul Gandhi had called the Prime Minister Panoti. The Congress ran a hashtag Panoti. Anything you want to say to Rahul Gandhi at some point?
मैं सबको ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि जनता ने सबको अपना कद का जवाब दे दिया है। एक तरफ प्रधानमंत्री जी का कद, दूसरे तरफ पूरा I.N.D.I.I. का कद।
मुख्यमंत्री बनेंगे आप?
मैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी का कार्यकर्ता हूं। इस जीत का श्रेय प्रधानमंत्री जी को जाता है, गृह मंत्री जी नड्डा साहब को, शिवराज सिंह जी को, बीडी शर्मा जी को, और भाजपा का एक एक कार्यकर्ता को जाता है, जिसमें मैं अपने आप को शामिल करता हूं भाजपा के कार्यकर्ता के रूप में।
Thank you very much for speaking to CNN News.
Phenomenal words there by Jyotiraditya Scindia, measured, but he turned around.
Wish for anybody or hatred, but that was a very heartfelt sort of
response
from him there.
Yeah, for all those, because he was being called names. Let's just look at into the deep dive into the
Remember
walls.
in the campaign, Anand,
how are these people done?
In the campaign, Priyanka Gandhi directly attacked him. She said, "Gaddari to unke khoon mein hai," and he responded very strongly to that at that point. And this comment today seems to be coming from the heart.
So if you look at the Gwalior Chambal bell,
Digvijay Singh this morning said that Gaddar हमारी पार्टी में कोई नहीं रहा.
15 seats the BJP managed to take back from the Congress. 15 seats out of the 24 that they won, the BJP managed to take back from the Congress. So yes, credit where credit is due. I think Jyotiraditya Scindia made his presence and his candidates certainly seem to have worked for the BJP in Gwalior Chambal. This was the weakest link for the BJP, the weakest region of the state for the BJP because of all this dokebazi and all of that stuff that was being said on the campaign trail. Everywhere, including all the 3 seats of Gwalior city, they have won, and they have won handsomely. But like I said,
how is Narendra Tomar doing there in that area?
Dimani.
So
Dimani seat.
Just give me a second. You guys carry on with the conversation while I find the.
Anand, because BJP asked all its big guns to be on the ground and drive the campaign, what it may have triggered is healthy, competitive, performance, activating the cadre, and we can see that in Scindia's area, we can actually examine the other spheres of dominance of other leaders, but.
So Tomar is leading. Tomar is leading from Dimani.
So Narendra Tomar is also leading. So the big guns in Madhya Pradesh, other than Fagan Singh Kulaste,
everyone else
all of them seem to be doing very, very well. We've got Rohan Gupta of the Congress party with us. Rohan ji, namaste. This is Anand here. We've got Rahul Shivshankar and Zakir Jacob also. May I quickly ask you, how would you look at the results, how they're coming out, and which state would you want to really reflect on?
Thanks for inviting me here. I'm here at Telangana right now. I was in charge here, so Sorry, I could not join on time. But yeah, these results are not what we expected. And we tried to set up one narrative of our guarantees, but somewhere I think we could not communicate our narrative. But at the same time, at least, you should find some silver lining. So I think Telangana has given us silver lining. And I've been in charge here for last 3 months, so at least happy for that. But yeah, it is shocking for us. Yeah.
No, congratulations on Telangana. It's a phenomenal win because nobody was expecting the Congress to get the kind of numbers that you have. But does that also now set it up as a Congress versus BJP in Lok Sabha 2024 in Telangana over those 17 seats, Rohanji?
No, I don't feel so. So basically the way, if you see the way Telangana has voted, it is like, a proper wave in favor of Congress party. And the way BJP did well in Lok Sabha elections, if you convert them into assembly, I think they are losing big way. The idea is very simple. The way we fought election in Telangana in organized way, everything was properly organized and we could communicate our guarantee on ground like what we did in Karnataka. I'm not saying other states we have not done that, but yeah, somewhere we have failed in delivery of our guarantees on ground. Maybe we have failed to communicate proper achievements in Rajasthan. And maybe the other narratives which BJP tried to set, I think they have won today. Yeah.
The guarantees worked in Telangana, the guarantees worked in Karnataka, the same guarantees were made in Madhya Pradesh as well. It did not work. But are you worried that Congress today, it needs to desperately sort of show signs of revival, signs of a fight in North India, in the Hindi heartland states? We're not seeing any of that either in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh or Rajasthan. And the Congress now basically has become a South India party. You're in power in Karnataka, you will be in power in Telangana soon. You're now a South India party.
I think, Zaka, you cannot say that. We have won Himachal also last year. So, yeah. But yes, I agree with you that we have to do deliberations. Something which has worked in Telangana. If you see the start of the elections, Zaka, we were, not in scene as far as Telangana. If you tell me, in the 4th place, we were the last. The way BJP was here at number 2, the way BJP had gained 1 in the by-elections. And if we can win from there, I think we need to do proper analysis. What went right in Telangana, what went wrong in other states. And definitely it is learning for us before 2024. We have to learn and come back. I congratulate my workers across all the states. Yeah, you have lost the elections, but yeah, there is a momentum. There is a silver lining. Let's learn from where we have gone wrong, like to build ourselves and win 2020. That is a message to our workers across the country.
One final word. We had Renuka Chaudhary on the broadcast last hour and I asked her also this. Who is going to be the Chief Minister in Telangana? And since you were Prabhari in charge there, I guess you have a better insight.
So I think there will be meeting of our MLAs maybe tomorrow and they will decide the CLP leader and that person will be our CM.
Okay.
But here I'll tell you one thing, Zaka, but just for the kind of atmosphere we had, we have converted at least, you can say, plus 50 seats compared to last year. It's not a small thing. And Congress, my only message to Congress workers across India, we have lost the elections, but this is one silver lining. Let's work together. Let's communicate our message to people in more effective way. We will bounce back.
Plus 46. Thank you, Rohan. Plus 46, out of which 46 out of those 48 have come from the BRS. So all the gains that the Congress made in Telangana, they're at 65 now. 46 are seats that the BRS held, which they've managed to gain. The BRS has lost 2 seats to the BJP as well. Now, interestingly for the BJP, they're leading in 4 seats as far as I can see. 5 seats, in fact, in Hyderabad. They're leading in 5 seats in Hyderabad and 6 seats outside of Hyderabad. And a lot of them are coming in this belt. This is the Adilabad, Nizamabad belt. In fact, in Nizamabad urban, there is one BJP candidate who's leading. Nizamabad, of course, used to be Kavita's stronghold, right? She used to be an MLC from there and so on.
And so, MP as well.
And MP as well from Nizamabad. So Nizamabad, Adilabad belt, the BJP seems to be doing well. Arvind Dharmapuri is also leading from his constituency, Koratla. But I think, for Lok Sabha, 2 things emerge from Telangana. One, it could possibly be a Congress versus BJP direct fight because why would anybody want to waste their vote on a regional party in a Lok Sabha election? And 2, I'm very, very sure about this. This result in Telangana will have a spillover effect in Andhra Pradesh as well. Jagan Mohan Reddy will be watching this very, very closely. He will be wary of the spillover effect. I'm not saying the Congress is suddenly going to challenge him. It's still going to be principally between Jagan and the TDP. But Jagan today will be a worried man looking at this result.
Especially since TDP did not field anybody in these elections and said to the Kamma vote bank that you please vote for the Congress.
Yeah.
We are not putting up candidates, please vote for the Congress. So if the Congress does that kind of a support for TDP in Andhra, then it's going to be trouble.
I have a question to all of you. Is there a possibility of a formal, BRS, BJP coming together as NDA?
No, that is up to the BRS, but right now don't think the BJP, somewhere from my limited understanding of how these equations are, the PM is going to be very clear that the surge for the BJP has to be on its own in the south, and wherever they are going to make forays, other than the equations with Jagan Mohan Reddy which are already established, otherwise the PM need not have said BRS came to me and we rejected it and we didn't want to.
Yeah.
When he says that on a public platform, the messaging is we're not coming together.
Yeah. You just heard Jyotiraditya Scindia talking about Kad. Kisko Kad dikha diya. Now I just want to make a point here because we just heard Mr. Rohan Gupta and he was saying that look, we need to unite, come together, and all of us need to communicate this message. The problem is the communicators. Now look at the Madhya Pradesh campaign. The Congress held 350 rallies. Rahul Gandhi does 10 rallies and 2 roadshows. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra 11 rallies and 1 roadshow. Mallikarjun Kharge 9 rallies. Kamal Nath 114 rallies. Digvijay Singh 50 public rallies, and that's the result. So there is a crisis of leadership right now. As far as the Congress is concerned, they don't have a communicator.
Yeah, and somewhere
what
they were very
worries
clear.
me is this North-South divide. As a South Indian, was born and brought up in Delhi, it's not good that two parts of the country can't, talk to each other in terms of, having a kind of a mixed political culture. It is very worrying. It may be politically worrying for the parties involved, certainly. But this is quite a worrying
thing. One also
thing.
gets the sense that they left it to Ashok Gehlot in Rajasthan, Bhupesh Baghel in Chhattisgarh and to Kamal Nath in Madhya Pradesh. And they said that this is the state that needs seeding and we've got some ground there, traction there from Bharat Jodo, Karnataka, Kerala, support with the DMK in Tamil Nadu. Let's try and move into Telangana and see what can work. The messaging may have been that top leadership steer clear as far as possible from the big states.
I disagree
because
with you.
You may not actually work for us. That could have been the messaging of
Bharat
Jodo Congress.
Yeah, no, Bharat Jodo, in any case, went through, as she's saying, through Andhra Pradesh as well. But the point is, the Bharat Jodo Yatra was about Rahul Gandhi. It was about projecting him as a de facto vote getter for the party. Where does that leave Rahul Gandhi?
No, I'm convinced about this. Hindi, we're talking about Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, but
scary.
Chhattisgarh is the state that will hurt the Congress because I don't think anyone expected in the Congress party to lose this badly. It was close, Fasega, we heard that, but 57-31 is close to the best performance that the BJP has ever had in the state.
And how
since the formation of the state.
How do you after this? How do you after this go out there and say that we are the party of governance?
Exactly.
Alternative governance. Give us the vote.
Where is Rahul Gandhi's mark in this?
People will turn around and say you couldn't retain.
There are a lot of inside
Rajasthan.
Congress.
You can't retain Chhattisgarh.
No, inside Congress there were conversations that the Congress is focusing on winning 100 seats. At Lok Sabha 2024, their core focus is to get from say about 50 odd, 60 odd to about 100, 110 odd. Their focus is 100 seats. If this is the situation, they don't even have 100 seats
because
in the
117 would have given them a shot at power as it did in NDA 1, UPA 1.
UPA 1. So they don't even have 100 shots. And look at the murmurs coming in from the India Alliance. The India Alliance murmur, all these people will break away. Mamata Banerjee will turn around and say, I'm happy in Bengal. Yeah. Samajwadi Party will say, I'm happy in UP. UP is 80 seats. I'd rather fight on my own and get about 15, 20 seats.
The whole premise of the India Alliance was, can you find 400, 450 common candidates across 543? I think that will now completely collapse because, like he said, Akhilesh Yadav is going to say, why should I give even the 2 seats of Amethi Raebareli to the Congress? I will fight all of those seats. Same with RJD. We've seen, RJD has seen in the 2020 BR election, it's the Congress that actually pulled them down.
Yeah. So you're absolutely right. One of those seats now basically is up for grabs because Mr. Rahul Gandhi has decided from what the Congress party just said the other day that he's definitely going to be contesting from Kerala.
From Wayanad. So the point is RJD, Samajwadi Party, some of the smaller, Jain Chaudhry's party, they're all going to turn around and say, why should we cede space to the Congress? The Congress clearly can't cede.
Ask you a question now? Let's open this one question.
162 in MP.
Where does this leave the narrative that there has been no economic development, that there is joblessness? What are we supposed to now take away from these results on that conversation? Is this a vote for?
It's very clear that Mr. Modi is the biggest calling card for the BJP. Absolutely no doubt about it. In Madhya Pradesh, the Ladli Behna definitely worked. The youth, and we don't have the breakup of the youth yet, but certainly this kind of a verdict. I mean, you don't get to a historic verdict like 160, 162 without all sections, and particularly the young, because there were first-time voters, a large number of first-time voters this time. So yes, women voters, the young voters seem to have backed the BJP. And to the question that Rahul asked about unemployment and joblessness, I think the young voter has spoken. She has spoken both in Madhya Pradesh and in Rajasthan.
So are the figures that are being thrown up by a certain section of economists, etc., are they false? What is one supposed to take away from this?
I don't think that was part of the campaign.
The Congress did focus on unemployment.
Unemployment,
Berozgari, but it's not found.
And they said that only Adani is benefiting in this country. No other, business houses being able to create jobs, etc.
Where the Congress taps into anti-incumbency and they have clarity in terms of solid ground leaders, they are working. What seems to have worked is not a narrative against the BJP. What worked in Telangana was taking on the BRS. The regional satraps we discussed, the regional satraps will say, listen, you are cannibalizing me to try and climb up. So I'm going to steer clear of you because they will all want to protect their own turf and their own territory. In this case, what then becomes a story for 2024? Counter to that, the BJP. Does the BJP now stand in pole position, like GVL Narasimha Rao was saying, to try and harbor ambitions of a 333? Because that's what was said.
Abhijit, do you see a spillover? Of course, the BJP is the entrenched party in the Hindi heartland, and these results have borne that out. But do you see a spillover of this into, let's say, Telangana, Bengal, Odisha, like it happened in 2019, or no? Those are again sort of firewalled.
See, several things are going to open up, which are which we don't have sight on. But Telangana, for instance, the results. It's 3.5 victories for BJP actually if they're going to end up with double-figure seats in Telangana, despite losing momentum and all that. Tamil Nadu, Annamalai is doing pretty well on the ground. BJP is hopeful. Karnataka, last time Congress was in power, but Modi swept the general elections there. So don't give, you can't write off the BJP from the south because Congress has won.
But there is also a reality check. Amongst all of this euphoria, there is a reality check. The one problem, apart from the Samajwadi Party and the BSP, the BJP has not been able to pull away non-BJP voters from any other political party, which is not part of its own alliance. You look at Telangana, that vote has actually gone to the Congress. It hasn't gone in the numbers that the BJP
That's because BJP gave up in the middle of its campaign.
Might be that, but I'm looking at all over. If you're looking at the Lok Sabha, your Bengal,
change, and it's clearly a vote for change. So as a voter, if I want to vote out the incumbent, right, I'm going to ask myself which party is best placed to defeat the incumbent. And in this case, it was clearly
but Zaka, that is
Congress.
True, but this is a non-BJP voter.
Yes.
Right? That is selecting a non-BJP party. The conversion that the BJP now needs to make is to pull that non-BJP vote back to itself. And he has to do it in Odisha, but he has to do it in...
No, but there is also the larger picture, the geopolitical picture. There will be many who would be watching these elections to see, is PM going to get weaker? Because PM was on the ticket. There would be those, had Congress taken 2 or 3 of these states.
And I think there's going to be a lot of culling of sitting MPs.
Culling of city MPs is one bad, but the international narrative is PM getting weaker ahead of 2024, business sentiment, money control managing editor, tomorrow stock markets, will they respond to this election?
We are actually just talking to, I think the stock market should react favorably to this because it indicates stability. And there was an indication, or there was a narrative after the Karnataka elections that the Modi magic works at the national level, but does not work at the state level. Now, bear in mind that Uttarakhand also they had won with
because
of Modi, right? Gujarat, of course, because of Modi. But after in Karnataka and Himachal, when they didn't win, there was a thing that look, it doesn't really work. This actually shows that it does. In fact, the BJP would have done far worse in those states had the Modi factor not been there.
In fact, Modi, like those cricketers were written off, who can never come back. We've seen that with Virat Kohli, who sort of then poked the bat in the eye, really, of all his critics. The analogy stands true. The PM was written off as a vote catcher. Many people said that, look, as I said earlier...
Let's take the cricket analogy and cinema together. I just want to come back to this North versus South divide, because that is actually very worrying for the Congress. You remember this movie called Lagan, which had come out?
Yes.
At that time, there were a lot of sociological analysis of why this movie had become such a huge hit and how it was the return of the rural Indian heartland hero, the rural rustic hero who had actually given way to the angry young man and the urban angst. And Lagan also marked the return of that person. I think Congress needs to get its own Lagan in order. They need to also appeal to the rustic North Indian if they really want to have a shot at Delhi.
See, and not just that, somewhere this Hindutva aspect is very important. There is a rise of this sentiment where we want to be proud of our civilization, shed this colonial mindset. You can't abuse Kanya Pujan on one hand, question and back those who are questioning Sanatan Dharma, and on the third point in your headquarters, you have Ram on the day of results. This is hypocrisy. This is,
but Kamal
you got
clarity
there.
Talked about the Ram
always distanced himself from
Kamal
he was being accused of soft Hindutva.
Who had a go at Kanya Pujan. See, you can't play Jekyll and Hyde on this case. You have to have absolute clarity. You can't back a DMK on Sanatan Dharma on the one hand and saying that Sanatan Dharma needs to be eradicated. See, and then you have Ram seated on your...
That's the
people
other thing.
See this also.
For the Congress, the Sanatan Dharma comment, and I'm pretty sure about this, when the Lok Sabha election happens next year in Tamil Nadu, the DMK and the Congress will win a good number of seats. So, in that state, it probably actually helped them, but it had huge negative impact in the heartland states, in Madhya Pradesh, in Chhattisgarh, in Rajasthan. And how do you counter it? I mean, apparently I've heard that Rahul Gandhi called one of the senior DMK MPs and said, please tell your leader, not to go double down on this. And despite that, they did. Mr. Stalin Jr. doubled down on his comments.
Do you think the DMK will share as many seats now in the Lok Sabha with
I don't
the
think
Congress?
so.
No, we'll have to wait.
And
I think
we
they had
just
8
had
last
that
time for the
VP
Congress. I
Singh
don't think they'll give
statue
the Congress
It'll be...
unveiling, where he only called Akhilesh.
It'll be an interesting Wednesday, 6th of December, when the India Alliance meets. We'll see whether it even remains after the 6th of December.